Hello, my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign and twin flame relationships for September 2019. This reading almost started very quickly. And Blessed New Moon. I'm trying to get this one out today. This is actually the 30th of August, Virgo New Moon. I was up all night working, and by the time I was ready to lay my head down, it was 6:37, and I was like, oh, it's New Moon. So I lit a candle and I did a prayer, and I caught a few hours. Been a busy morning, but you know, professional witchcraft, what do you want? I am unplugged from the usual tribal pinnings of time and space. With this work, it's been like doubly so. You should see what I'm working on a book. Time means nothing. I forget to eat. I forget to bathe. For Virgo, that's not great, but the creative process, Scorpio, I'm sure you understand. So please, if you haven't yet, please have a look in the description box below. The video clarifying twin flames, soulmates, and true lovers, non-linear. It really does go through the definitions of what I'm talking about here in twin flame, because what I'm teaching and what I'm reading here is a little bit different than what most people are used to. Twin flames are pre-incarnational soul agreements, contracts, part of your sacred contract on the path of true love. They are turbulent, these twin flames. They are transformative, these twin flames. They are tricky, these twin flames, but they are passionate. They burn, right? They're flames. And I think what I used to consider karmic relationships, they're twin flame relationships, because they teach you how to give yourself what the other in the twin flame relationship cannot give you. They teach you how to love yourself, how to heal yourself, how to set boundaries, how to take care of yourself in all of these ways, and they are necessary. And yes, those very same people can give those things you want to their soulmates. And that's annoying when your twin flame can give it to somebody else and that's their soulmate, because soulmates are satisfying. You help each other heal. It's much more symbiotic. Oh, isn't that another S word? You know, my gods love, my angels, gods, and masters know that I love alliteration. So they give it to me a lot. So let's dive in. We're doing 24 cards in this spread total, unless an extra pops out. That does happen. We're doing 3 lines of information. The first will be one card from each of the 8 decks that I'm working with. That will represent the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship. So you get your own line, all right? Second line is for the twin, right? The other. Same thing, one card from each of the 8 decks, so that we can look at you, we can look at them, and yes, if it flips, because people have been saying, well, I'm really identifying with the other twin, I'm like, then go with it. I'm reading the collective, so this can flip-flop all over the place, but also cross-watchers, you're totally welcome on my channel. Like and subscribe, because I'm doing a lot of this stuff. And for Scorpio, right? If you're cross-watching a Scorpio, honey, there's some hidden shit, most likely. There's Scorpios. So the third line will be the same thing, 8 cards in clarification of the relationship itself. So it's you, it's the twin that you're dealing with in the relationship, and then the relationship itself. So let's get down to business here. The blessing of the decks, which I do every time, sort of encodes the deck, so no matter what I say, they know what I'm talking about. It's an evolving process. I really should record myself doing the blessing of the decks at least once. Yeah, but you know, it's private and proprietary at the moment. We'll see. Maybe to my students in the workshop, I'll teach them that. You've got to pay me, Scorpios. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with Caroline Mace archetype cards. All of the decks that I am working with are listed in the description box below. So if I don't mention them by name, I think you'll get the hang of it by the titles of stuff that are down there, and there are links too, so you can go look at them. Cool. Here we go. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one archetype to represent the Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship for September 2019. What is the archetype within them? What is the soul power within them that is being developed, alchemized from lead to gold in this relationship? The destroyer. Now I got to say, that's about as Plutonian as Scorpio as it gets. So don't freak out. Do not freak out. The light attribute of this is absolutely necessary on the path of true love, particularly in twin flame relationships. However, the shadow side of that is well known, right? So as dark as an archetype is in his shadow is as brilliant and bright as it is in its light attribute. Now, instead of just building your line all the way across horizontally, I've been guided to do this. This is relatively new. The past couple of readings I was doing this is get that archetype for the twin and for the relationship while we're here. So that's an interesting way of reading it. And I will certainly be doing this with my clients. By the way, I'm totally available for readings. I am booking, but because I ain't got a day job or kids, my cats, and they need snuggles, they need kitty litter scoop, they need their wet food and their dry food and their kitty cookies, their temptations, and snuggles, right? So it's good. I'm rebuilding my career after a very scorpionic 50th year. I'm going to be 51, by the way, September 6th. Yeah, I'm a Virgo with Pisces moon. So this is my full moon of the year, Virgo Sun, Pisces moon. Yeah, it's been a marker. Let's just put it that way. It's been a real turn of the wheel. So, okay. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, again, in this twin flame relationship concerning the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, September 2019, please, an archetype, there you are, an archetype, a soul power regarding the twin in this relationship. Ooh, the Femme Fatale, one of my favorite cards. I love this card. I have a nice dose of the Femme Fatale, but she comes and goes as she will. It's not lifelong. Interestingly enough, not the feminine family of archetypes, but the wild card, because that's a wild archetype. I'll read them after I get this last one out on the table. Please, my angels, gods, and masters, same thing, but for the twin flame relationship in general. The Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising twin flame relationship. Please, what's the archetype? What's the soul power being developed here? The Thief. Now, this is the card that popped out when the video started and I was shuffling. So I was like, nope, we'll see if that one pops back around. Now, the Thief, you're like, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, don't freak out, Scorpios. What do I feel like that's the mantra? Don't freak out, Scorpio. Don't freak out, Scorpio. Is the destroyer, don't freak out, Scorpio. The light attribute, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. I mean, that's what twin flames are for, but it's about you releasing it within yourself, right? The blocks, the patterns, the fears, the chains of illusion that bind. The shadow attribute, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. And you know, that's the thing about twin flames too. If that has already gone down or is in the process to going down, yeah, that's in the divine plan. That's part of the script of your life. But you wouldn't be watching this unless there was an impulse within you to transform and heal and destroy that which does not serve within you. Within the relationship, who knows, within you. Because when you're in any kind of relationship, every time you shift yourself, even in the most minute ways, it shifts every relationship that you're in. So the Femme Fatale, I just love her. I've been sympathizing and empathizing a lot with the others, the twins in these, it seems. I'm keeping an eye on that. The light attribute highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Well, let's look at that, right? It's like the energy of the feminine. So again, this isn't about bodily gender. The Femme Fatale in a male body need not immediately indicate an effeminate thing at all. Think Mata Hari. She was a master of disguise, right? So highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. In other words, when I need you, I want you, I must have you, shh, don't speak. And they're like, no. Sorry, did I just give you a little Diane Weiss? It's over Broadway. Yes, I did. Shh, don't speak. Femme Fatale, sort of. Oh, they're all rushing into my head. Mrs. White from Clue. Oh, Madeline Kahn, one of my guys. I love her. So anyway, shadow attributes. It's easy in Scorpio to just go a search in the collective. The shadow attribute, inappropriate use of sexuality, attachment to money and power. Oh, bad girl, bad girl. I don't think she's a sad girl, sad girl. The Thief. Wow, we got the destroyer, a Femme Fatale, and a thief. A destroyer, a Femme Fatale, and a thief. We're having a three-way. Yeah, Boom, shakalaka, boom. The light attribute of the thief sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. That's really good for the overview. That's really good for the relationship. That would, you know, Course in Miracles says, nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace, P-E-A-C-E, of God. And it, you know, it's a lovely thought. But that is really the truth of things, right? That the truth of who we are, our true wealth, cannot be stolen. The shadow attribute, however. Stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So, you know, you might see in your twin here, regardless of whether you are the Scorpio or the twin, something there that you don't have. And because there's a Scorpio dynamic here, obviously, it might be that thing of symbolic cannibalism. Perhaps even some symbolic vampirism, right? That you want what they got. Now, I understand if you're in, you know, opposite sex genders, that's a natural thing, but that can be done in a very, very healthy way. That is transformative. Look, I won't lie. I've had tons of twin flame relationships, romantic, sexual. Really, the majority of them have been. Transformative like nothing else, hot and passionate, even some moments of tantra, but honestly more for me than them, right? So there's a you know, this is the readings I give are mystical and spiritual in nature. We're talking about the divine at work in our lives here, so not just spirits at work in our lives, the divine. So oh, sorry, I read the wrong deck. Really easy to tangent with this energy going on. So my angels, please. One card, a piece of your angelic guidance and grace for this Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship. Serenity. Serenity in the now. Serenity now. All right, my destroyer, this is good because now the archetypes are defined. These are going to fill in relatively quickly. My angels, the same for this Femme Fatale twin. Intention, the element of fire in terms of what you want and why you want it. The why is archetypal. That's the energy that's being routed, that Femme Fatale. So is the I really want to have sex with you, but why? Why, Femme Fatale? Why? Get back at you. I'll show you. I'll make you miss every other human being on planet Earth. No one touches you like I do. I touch you. You tingle. You burn. Been there, done that. Have the tight t-shirt. This thief archetype, then, my angels, please, one card in clarity, a piece of your guidance and grace for this Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship. Please, a piece of your guidance and grace. No, I don't want to just take the top card, send it around again if that's okay. Just want to be sure. Because, you know, we got a destroyer, a Femme Fatale, and a thief. The destroyer, the Femme Fatale, and the thief. It sounds like an independent film. I don't think that, well, they have to have long titles, but I think it helps. Okay, please, for this thief archetype, this overall, a card of your angelic guidance and grace. Oh, focus. Ooh, focus as it flew out of my hand. Focus, 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 focus. Good. Nothing like a lovely piece of angelic guidance and grace just to give you a one word. So the destroyer in serenity, the Femme Fatale with intention, and the overall relationship, the thief with focus. Yeah, you ever hear stealing focus? Is this a relationship of two people stealing focus from each other? Pulling focus, I think, is the theatrical term. Pulling focus. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Oh, here we go. The gods that I am working with. My Scorpio gods sharing the throne of Scorpio. We've got Hades and Poseidon. This is one of those bracelets that was made from, you know, they clean the plastic out of the ocean and they make these, they recycle it into these bracelets. And my mom got, I think, one for, I don't know if everyone in the family, but definitely she knows them. And the Pisces moon in me, right? So working with them, the brothers, right? We've got the river Styx in the underworld, essentially Poseidon and Hades. So, you know, they guard the collective. when I tuned the collective, there was something very solar plex jittery here, but also very, very interesting feeling in a good way. So let's have a look. See, please, my gods. One card for this Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship for September 2019. The piece of your guidance and grace. Loyalty. All right. Loyalty to who? Loyalty to what remains to be seen. These are coming out really, really quick. My gods. See, Hades is my patron for the year. Every year at Yule, another patron and matron choose me, another god and goddess choose me. So Hades and Hera are my patron and matron this year. I love him so much. I know I love the god of death, but he's wonderful. So wise, the eldest of the Olympians. Please, and Poseidon, equal time, equal time. I love the ocean. Every time I swim in the ocean, I just bless it as far as I can bless it, bless everything in it. So good connection here. So Hades, Poseidon, my gods, please, one card of clarity of God, a piece of your guidance and grace for this Femme Fatale twin in this twin flame relationship, September 2019. Appraisal. All right, appraisal is about assigning value. It's not analysis, it's appraisal. It's like, is this worth it? Right? And it's kind of stepping back, you know, Seven of Pentacles. If I learned the lesson on this one, was it worth it? Is it worth it? Didn't we almost have it all? Oh, sorry. So used to going on to the next deck. I like this new way. Totally going to do this with my clients if they come to me with specific relationship patterns. In general, this could be done for soulmates, but honestly, I find soulmates don't need readings. They always work themselves out. There are bumps in the road, but you know, soulmates are soulmates. They're satisfying. They're symbiotic. They're not necessarily houses burning, right? Castles burning. Don't let it bring me down. It's all the castles burning. Find someone who's turning and you will come around. I hope that means something for somebody. I love that whole album, Medusa. I actually have my Medusa ring. By the way, we look behind me. Look at the amount of magic that's building up behind me. Please, all my jewelry's up there now. It's on the sideboard. They're like, put them on the gods. I was like, okay. So, just talk about backup. All right, my gods, please, one card for this this twin flame relationship, for this Scorpio of all things. Twin flame relationship, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for the month of September 2019. A piece of your guidance and grace. Well, the Pisces card. So we're given another really deep emotional thing here as well. And yes, that might indicate a third party going on here. Why wouldn't it? It's Scorpio. But also something hidden. I'll go into that. Well, let me go into this now that they're all here, right? Well, you start with the Three of Wands here, you know, waiting, right? Waiting for your ships to come in, but loyally holding a candle, right? And you're not alone, though. That's what I like about Daughters of the Moon Tarot. I love Fiona Morgan's artwork and interpretation. But it's about loyalty to who, to what. Now, ultimately, what works for me, and this is only for me, is loyalty to my gods first, to my higher power, to spirit, whatever you want to call that, right? I am that I am, right? That I am. I don't know what it is, but it's that, right? Second, then, is to myself, right? You know, the self-esteem part, the doing the work that I need to do, my loyalty to, you know, brush my teeth, do my hair, be the best person I can be, make sure I've got my shit together, where then the next one is friends and family, and then work. So now my friends and family right now, my friends are scattered. My family really right now, in terms of who's in my life, are my cats. So they really are in that priority, and then work is that fourth category. And that if I stay aligned with that, I find I don't burn out as quickly. I still burn out, right? So with serenity there and the destroyer, that there's a real loyalty, I would say, really start with the divine. What is your relationship with the divine? Because your relationship with the divine can absolutely mirror itself in twin flame relationships. What are you avoiding? What are the blocks between you? Scorpio is just definitely a mystical sign. What is your loyalty to your spiritual path, for example? Because with serenity, that's something that you can change, right? Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, like a twin flame relationship, right? It's going to play out the way it's going to play out. Your will is your free will, is about how you want to play it as it goes. The courage to change the thing you can. Courage, from the French word cœur, the heart. To go in and heal your heart with the divine, right? So there's Priority 1, priority 2, loyalty 1, loyalty 2. And then we wrap the 7 of Pentacles here. Now looking at this Femme Fatale, it's like there may not be an immediate action going on this month, but there is an intention being set, but they're appraising their intentions, what they want and why they want it. And hopefully the Femme Fatale is really going deep into why they really want it in this. But be careful with that, because there's a reason why it's called the fatal female, right? There could be deadly sins at play here. We'll see what pops up. And really, this Pisces card with focus and the thief, I mean, I should have 3-carded these for each of them. I'll do it at some point, I hope. That what can't be stolen here with this thief, that there's a focus on something deep, 12th house, intuitive, and really there's an awful lot of intuition in the thief archetype, right? Because it's not purely analytical, right? It's like totally feeling it out. So that what can't be stolen here might very well be an intuitive thing, an emotional thing. You know, I was having this conversation with somebody the other day, the toxic language. I mean, this isn't new. People saying, you made me feel, and you triggered me. Well, okay, people trigger you, sure, but it's your trigger. You're responsible for your emotions. Other people are not responsible for triggering your emotions. Now, look, abuse, neglect, physical harm, any of that, out, done, walk the fuck away. But that's not what I'm feeling is going on here. But there is an emotional counterpart here that it's saying, you guys just focus on what you're really feeling is going on underneath it all. Go in, go deep. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. All right, let's ask the masters. Oh, I just need a little, by the way, this is not alcohol. Like, I have a pure filter. I have 7 of these. I fill them with water. I keep them supplied. The blue glass is a Ho'oponopono thing, right? So there you go, Scorpio. You want transformative water? Look up blue solar water. Ho, H-O''O''P-O-N-O-P-O-N-O, Ho'oponopono. Dr. I. Haleakala Hulen, or Zero Limits by Joe Vitale. That's how I was originally introduced to it. Just Google it. It's everywhere if you look. Naval Cats, there are a lot of people teaching about it. And on YouTube, are you kidding? There are probably billions of Ho'oponopono vids you can watch. So I'm such a teacher. It's not an assignment, just a suggestion. I don't know you. Maybe I do. But I can't tell. All right. So the masters, please, let's look at this. Really, particularly for, well, all of them, but this destroyer, to really focus here on this destroyer with serenity and the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Flames. Please, 1 card of your guidance and grace for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship, September 2019. Disillusionment. Good. Good, 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 good. I know nobody wants to be disillusioned, but what's the other option is to be illusioned, right? And, you know, the person's looking behind the thing there. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Truth. Truth is what destroys illusion. Would you rather? Would you rather a true love relationship? Then, honey, a true love relationship has truth in it. That's what the path of true love is. So things, perhaps your own internal things that you believed were true, a chain of illusion, destroying a chain of illusion, break chains of illusion, and set all things to right, reveal what has been hidden, and bring the truth to light. For the well-being of all, harming none, as I will it, so let it be done. That's a spell. That's something to light a candle on. But it ain't easy. Not easy at all. No, I thought I had a flipper there. All right, my masters, please, same thing for this Femme Fatale, the twin in this Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship. We've got the Femme Fatale intention and appraisal, the 7 of Pentacles, a piece of your guidance and grace. Naivete. Now, come on, a naivete of a Femme Fatale, or are they are they appraising your naivete? Is that part of their intention? Is that why their intention is not only in question, but are they feeling that out? Are they feeling that they have pulled one over on you while they presented one image, they were really another, right? If this person was indeed dependent upon you in some way, shape, or form, the manipulations there, that there's an intention that needs to be looked at. And don't worry, we're going to clarify these cards before I'm done. I'm going to give you the best that I got. Scorpios are natural detectives. I have Neptune in Scorpio, like Poseidon. If something's going to be revealed here, let's reveal it for the well-being of all. So overall in this relationship, yeah, please, my masters, this thief, the relationship of thief with focus and this Pisces card, there's something so deep going on here. What's going on? Please, a piece of your masterful guidance and grace for this twin flame relationship. And yeah, well, dream come true, but with that Pisces card there, it may feel like a dream come true. Maybe it could be a dream come true. Maybe that can't be stolen from this, but twin flames are turbulent. They are transformative. They are tricky. This feels tricky. That's an interesting card to get there. Don't worry, we're going to clarify that. Starting with the next 3 decks, and then we will end with a Whisper of Love card. I love those cards. I keep saying it because I do. Cosmic deck of initiation, very mandalic. All the different cards have different mandalas on them. Blessed by the angels to clarify the angels. So please, my angels, please clarify the Serenity card for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship for September 2019. Serenity. Oh, and universal healing. All right, so the energy of universal healing, there's an initiation of universal healing in this Serenity. So this is not just about you healing you. This is about you healing, in a sense, the universe. Remember, we are holographic. If you don't know that stuff yet, that's fine too, but it's a higher dimensional perception of truth, and we are separate from each other, not the Newtonian, the quantum. So that the more serene you are in this, and say, well, look, there's some of this I can't do anything about, right? So that I'm going to give to the angels, the gods, the masters, my higher power, whatever, and ask them to work through me to really release what needs to be released for the new to come in, rather than being intoxicated with what I could do in this situation, because it looks like someone may have played you for a fool, or it might look like somebody played you for a fool, played with your loyalties here. So there's probably, well, there's nothing you can do about the other twin. All you can do is tell yourself, well, you can't change people. Come on, that's not me. You can't change people. You can only change yourself. But don't change yourself so that they change. That's bait. That doesn't work. That's the ego trying to run the show. And the ego needs to be loved and embraced, but not given the car keys. You gotta give that over to the soul, the spirit, the higher power. So let's clarify, please, my angels, for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, the twin, the other in this twin flame relationship. Please, that card of intention, can you give us, it feels positive, though we're going to give us a positive one for this twin law of karma. Now, I was just talking about this with somebody today. That karma, as defined in the West, is really toxic, very masculine energy. It's very masculine energy. Well, what's done to you is going to be done to me. Well, and I get that, because the word is, the word Sanskrit is, the word karma is Sanskrit for action. So I get it. It's very yang. We keep it very much in the external about what we do, what we do, what we do. But what about what we think? What about what we feel? What about what we choose? What about what's going on inside of us, right? So the law of karma here, look, if this Femme Fatale can kind of align with something simply as I want this to work out, my intent, I'm going to do what I got to do in this relationship. I'm going to heal myself. Through this erotic energy of the feminine, opens my heart when my dependency is rejected. Maybe this is a rebound for them. So maybe this is, yes, a karmic relationship for both of you, but that, like I said earlier on, maybe that's why I said it. It's like, it's twin flame. Maybe that's what a new way of looking at karmic situations, because boy, they make you burn, they make you transform yourself. Okay, intention with law of karma. So cross-watcher, watch it. Just going to say, watch it. And then you need to be careful, but just really get that there is a lesson here for you and the other. But you can only learn your side of it. They're just saying, do better this time. And I can see with that card of appraisal, you're like, well, how the hell do I do that? We'll find out. But first, let's get the angels to please clarify this card of focus. Now look, with this overall relationship, this Scorpio collective relationship here with the thief and focus, and that Pisces card and dream come true, it's like there's a lot going on there. So please, a card of your guidance and grace to clarify this Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, twin flame relationship, September 2019. Well, Capricorn. Now again, look, we've got Pisces and we've got Capricorn, but you know, the way I read, these signs are just in my personal reads for myself and in my readings with my clients rarely represent actual people. They represent the zodiacal pattern because look, you may not have planets in any of this, in some particular signs. That doesn't mean the signs aren't in your chart. They may be blank, but there's stuff going on here because one of your things can trine something or square something in a planet that you don't ordinarily have in a transit. So let's get that there's a lot more than just identifying Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs of people. At least the way I read, you know, do what you do. And if it really comes up like, no, I feel this is this person, because, you know, then if I say, oh, your soulmate, your true lover potential is with a Capricorn, then you're going to sort of walls up, focus in. So, but I think what this Capricorn is talking about here with 10th house, the kids are playing outside. Not my kids. My cats stay inside. 10th house, right? Capricorn, Saturn, the teacher, the boundaries, and the planet of karma. Oh, well, there we go, right there. It is the planet of karma, right? The rings, what goes around comes around. Wow. Okay, good. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Sure, some of you did, though. Some of the astrologers are like, ooh. So to focus on the long haul here, Saturn is the long-term journey. It's about our highest potential. And the hero's journey, the path of true love, is Capricornian in that sense. And it is slow and steady wins the race. I don't care. When Capricorn comes into the situation, it's slow your roll. Slow the fuck down. Because with with a focus on that, it's like, okay, this is work. There's work going on in this relationship, in this twin flame contract. But with the Pisces card there, that's what's making it confusing and cloudy for me, because then comes this dream come true. We'll get there, right? So now we're going to clarify the God cards. We're going to call upon once again Hades and Poseidon using the dream deck. I love this deck. It is a deck used for dream analysis, right? Like little hints, little thumbnail sketches of different symbols in dreams. And it was given to me for that. That's what the deck does. But I've never used it that way because I don't really dream a lot. Like it's more like path working, meditation, that stuff I remember. But I find in tandem with the tarot, because it has a Jungian and a Freudian reference point in it, it goes into this archetypal structure with the tarot rather nicely when given to the divine. So I'm doing that right now. Please, Hades, Poseidon, please, one card of clarity, of your guidance and grace for this Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship, this destroyer archetype with universal healing and serenity. Please clarify this Three of Wands, this loyalty. What is this about? Oh, I see money. Money. Money, 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 money. Because, you know, there ain't nothing going on but the rent. So maybe true love and healing and transformation. You got to have a J-O-B. You want to be with me. Money is a basic token of exchange and is associated not only with material possessions, but with the power, status, and glamour conferred by wealth. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. By the way, Hades is the god of wealth. We forget that. He's an earth god. You think of him only as the god of death, but he is a wealth of wisdom and riches and all the stuff that's under the earth. Toxic as well as precious. Was the quantity of money an issue in your dream? A full purse can denote personal empowerment, acting as a prompt for positive action. However, not having may suggest you feel you lack the skills and qualifications needed to achieve a desired goal. How did your dream self cope with the shortfall of money? So, you know, if you're having dreams involving money, that's a really, really good thing. But with loyalty here, let's talk about this. If your loyalty is being swayed by a financial issue, look, we all go through it. When ye are in dire need, hearken not to others' greed. During Valiente, which is the poetic version. Just be careful. Be careful if you're the one doling out the money or you're the one needing the money. Either way, that they're with this femme fatale here with attention and appraisal. What if they're appraising your wealth? Gold digger, possibly, not saying not, but you know, with that intention and the law of karma here, this ain't a naivete. You are their mark. So weird being called Mark. It's my name. Yeah. With disillusionment, you check your loyalties on this. Check your loyalties. Thank you. That feels like a clarity warning. You're a Scorpio. I love my Scorpios though. My brother Matthew is a Scorpio. My best friend Mark in Brooklyn. I don't mention him by last name because he's well known in his field. And he's a Scorpio. They like to be hidden, and I totally honor people's boundaries that way. I mean, I'm a purple-haired gay witch from Long Island. Professional, though. Gay witch. Long Island. Professional, intuitive. He loves me. We love each other. He's my best friend. He's one of my best friends. I have Scorpio best friends. It's true, I do. And if you're watching this, my friend upstate, blessed be my brother. Who knows who's watching this shit? Okay, so let's clarify, please, my gods, for this Seven of Pentacles, this appraisal, this femme fatale appraisal. What's going on with this appraisal here? Oh, I feel like you're going to go right through their dreams. What's going on here? Please, a piece of your guidance and grace about or for this femme fatale in this Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, twin flame relationship. What's going on here, September 2019? Oh, interesting card. The rainbow. Look, I was just singing this yesterday. Look to the rainbow, follow it over the hills and the stream. Follow the fellow who follows a dream. Keep dreaming. Here we go. The rainbow. The rainbow is a universal symbol of promise, hope, and redemption. Oh. Surprise. If it appears in your dream, you may be coming toward the resolution of a troubling issue. Alternatively, perhaps the rainbow represents a bridge between this world and your inner life. Are your dreams urging you to connect with your inner sensitivity? Have you been caught up in material or superficial matters and thus been neglectful of your spiritual self? Shadow side, inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. So that redemption part, you felt that when I read it. It was just like, ooh, there is an opportunity. They are appraising the value of this relationship as maybe a way of connecting, of maybe a way of doing this differently. If their intention is to heal karma here, and that's going to be different in each situation. The balance of that from not to all to absolutely to 51% to, you know, the statistics on it are just too varied in a collective as large as Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in a month in twin flame relationships. It's too many people. But then that card of naivete does still give me pause, and I wonder if it's theirs, because they, you know, you could be the naive one in one sense, but they could be the naive one spiritually in terms of the law of karma and the intention and all of this and the work that it takes to heal, to learn, to become the best that we can be through a twin flame relationship. It's rough. So now we really want to clarify this. We really, really, really want to clarify this Maiden of Cups, this Pisces card. So, my gods, please, one card of clarity in the overall relationship, the overall Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Please, a piece of your guidance and grace to clarify. We've got the Thief here with the focus of Capricorn, and then this Pisces card, which does not make sense to me. Please clarify a piece of your guidance and grace. Arranging a dream rendezvous. Oh, okay, now I get what's going on. This is a hidden relationship, ain't it, Scorpio? Arranging a dream rendezvous in a secluded rendezvous that overlook the avenue. I think I'm always going to sing that when this card comes up. I swear I have a playlist that's activated by these cards. Either that or DJ Hermes. DJ Hermes, you playing? You spinning for me? I love him so much. I'm wearing his earring today. He always has my ear. Sharing a dream with someone you love is a powerful way to enhance the intimacy of your relationship. Before sleeping, choose with your partner a meeting place with pleasant emotional associations to you both. They're saying, Mark, what is the card next to it? Dream come true. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense now too. Visualize this place together, describing the details of each scene as you explore them in your mind. Arrange to meet in a location in your dreams, making the details as precise as possible, and rehearsing them repeatedly in your mind. LIE Park and Ride, the oak tree. Fifth branch up. Sorry, I've never. What would Hera say? Heresy. If you manage to coordinate successfully with your partner, compare your dreams carefully. Are there echoes between your dreams? What significance may these have for your relationship? So, okay, just to say that there is a heavy subconscious influence here, and that there might you both have a dream. It just may not be with each other, but the dream itself cannot be stolen. Well, and destroyer, they're reminding me here, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Can't be destroyed. The dreams of our heart, our heart's desires, you give up on them, they torture you. Sorry, just the way it is. Why? Because they're part of the divine plan. You didn't give you your heart's desires. Your soul agreed to your heart's desires. They would be so encoded that if you did not at least take the journey towards them, to take your fate and turn it into destiny, which is the hero's journey, right? You didn't do that. You're just going to be tortured. You're going to suffer your fate rather than manifest your destiny. But shit, I get, while suffering fate might seem better. Because what it takes, it is a hero's journey, and there's a lot of crazy that goes on in twin flame relationships. But now see the path of true love that you're on here, that there is some illusion and some dreams going on here that need some clarification. So to do that, particularly because the card of disillusionment is in your line, my Scorpio brother, sister, we're going to tune to that and ask the masters. Now, this is the Osho Neo Tarot. It's a very interesting deck. It's not technically tarot. It's not classically tarot. It doesn't have a major, minor arcana or court card system in it, but it is a collection of different spiritual teachers and teachings throughout time. I think the balance is more heavily Eastern, because Osho was once known as the Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh. Look it up. I'm not going into that right now. Yes, there was some controversy around his organization. Let's leave it at that. But I found this came out I have had this for at least 30 years. I've had this since my early 20s. So there's something very interesting about this deck in terms of guidance, as so many of them are ascended masters. So that's why when I KAHN my house and found it. Because I had moved here and there was still stuff in boxes. And, ooh, a divination box. Had it tucked away. So they said, get that out. So let's do this, please, my masters. Now, disillusionment, we know it sucks. We hate it. You know we hate it. We hate being disillusioned, but really it's the only way to enlightenment, right? It's not a doing, it's an undoing. So please, a card of clarity for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship. Please clarify a piece of your masterly guidance and grace for this card of disillusionment, please. A piece of your masterly guidance and grace. Gates of Hell. This just came up, I believe, in the Libra reading. Let me get the three of these out. I want to see how they compare, how they line up before I go into it. I know that one. And I have the booklet that came with it, so each one has like a story connected to it, explaining what's in the picture and where the picture comes from and who the teacher is, and it extrapolates for like a page or two, but it does start with a little, you know, like italicized thumbnail, verbal thumbnail in the beginning if needed. So, okay, my master, same question here, please. This Femme Fatale, law of karma, intention, Seven of Pentacles, and the naivete. Like, what's the naivete? Which side is that on? Are they? Is the Femme Fatale naive? I mean, keeping in mind that the Femme Fatale might be in a male body, might not be aware that this is going on. Are they naive of what their own actions are and what their own motivations are? So please, if it's possible with this deck, can you please clarify this for the Femme Fatale in this Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, twin flame relationship? Like, of course we can. Of course we can clarify this. So please, a piece of your masterful guidance and grace. Wholeness. This one came up in a previous reading as well. Wholeness. WHOLENESS. Okay, I hear you. I'll get it when I tune to it, because now this dream come true. Let's have a look. What is this dream come true about, my master? Same question for the overall, for the Scorpio collective twin flame relationship here. Please clarify, my masters. What is this dream come true about? Because it feels so contrary to what's going on in really the rest of the reading here. Please, a piece of your guidance and grace for this relationship. Shh. That's for something else, not at the end of the reading. I'm going over if I need to. Oh, challenge. I know this one. Interestingly enough, I know all these cards. And I'll read just briefly from the booklet, just that thumbnail at the top. We'll start with that card of the Gates of Hell. Hades archetype, right? The Gates of Hell. That should not shock us. That should not shock us at the Gates of Hell there. But it's really, really, really a good teaching and a good story. So the Gates of Hell. Remember, every moment you have the chance to be in heaven or in hell. If you are unconscious, you are in hell. It's up to you. So this is about being aware. So does that not clarify that card of disillusionment? Right now, it's the story of a samurai. Right, Zen Master Haikun is one of the rare flowerings. A warrior came to him, a samurai, a great soldier, and he asked, is there any hell? Is there any heaven? If there is hell and heaven, where are the gates? Where do I enter them? He was a simple warrior. Warriors were always simple, with no cunning in their minds, no arithmetic. They know only two things, life and death. He had not come to learn any doctrine. He wanted to know where the gate was, so he could avoid hell and enter heaven. And Haikun replied in a way only a warrior could understand. Haikun said, "Who are you?" And the warrior replied, "I am a samurai." It is a very proud thing to be a samurai in Japan. It means being a perfect warrior, a man who will not hesitate a single moment to give his life. He said, "I am a samurai. I am a leader of samurais. Even the emperor pays respect to me." Haikun laughed and said, "You, a samurai? You look like a beggar." His pride was hurt. The samurai forgot what he had come for. He took out his sword and was just about to kill Haikun. Then Haikun, H-A-K-U-I-N, do my best here. Then he laughed and said, "This is the gate of hell. With this sword, this anger, this ego, here opens the gate." This is what a warrior can understand. Immediately, the samurai understood. He put the sword back in its scabbard. You have the power to destroy here, Scorpio, just to destroy this femme fatale. You could totally call them out and maybe destroy them on social media, blah, blah, blah. But no, there's a karmic thing going on here. And that doesn't mean just because they did it to you in a past life, you get to do it to them. Do better. I said that for the femme fatale. I'm saying for you, do better. You're at the gates of heaven or the gates of hell in this one. Really, and with this serenity of universal healing, with the angels going on there, it makes sense. But that money and that loyalty thing, if money was stolen here, we do have the thief archetype. Well, are you trying to steal their potential? Are you trying to steal from them right back? This could be a past life thing. You think? That needs a sip of water. Ho'oponopono. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Do that within yourself for 48 hours now that we're in new moon. See what that moves out for you, moves through you. So this card of wholeness, right? To clarify the naivete, right? We've got this card of wholeness, card 40, and it's about a scissor and a needle, right? That the scissor cuts, the needle mends. But the beginning of it was just so beautiful. Last time I read it. There we go. Look within and see if you are whole. The other in this relationship. Scissors are like the mind. They cut, they divide. The needle is like love. It brings things together. It heals what is torn apart. Open your heart to love, and love will make you whole. They may very well be in love here, naively so. This is just tricky, transformative, twin flame, Scorpio, money, sex, and power. Dealio, I'm looking at here. Holy moly. Let's clarify then here this card of challenge, which I get this one. This one essentially, I mean, I'll read the clip on it, you know, the little verbal thumbnail, but it's about, you know, it can't be sunny all the time, and it can't be cloudy all the time, and that the perfect conditions for any crop don't necessarily yield the best results, the best return on your investment, that it takes challenge for us to grow. So this absolutely makes sense in a twin flame relationship. A possibility of a dream come true, but it is a challenge. 48. Now remember, this is over a month. This is over the month of September. Oh, I just went right past it. 48, challenge. Might as well give you the visual aid while I'm reading, right? A little struggle is needed. A little struggle is a must. We become richer through the storms, lightning, thunder, and sadness, as well as through joy and happiness. We do become richer as a result of that. Hence the turbulence, that the storms come and the storms go, but do they purify us? Do we rail against the storm, or do we allow it to move through us? Do we embrace the shadow? Do we love what rises within ourselves? Do we give ourselves the love, the healing, the respect, the honor, the care, the compassion, the understanding, really like I go grace by grace, the reverence, the piety, the understanding, the fortitude, the counsel, the knowledge, the wisdom that we need? Do we give that to ourselves? That's what these relationships are for. So the possibility of a dream coming true, but this is a challenge perhaps on your way to it. But fear not, don't freak out, Scorpio, don't freak out. We've got these whispers of love cards that I love so much, and they really give sometimes declarative action, right? This is what you do it, this is how you do it. So let's ask the collective pantheons, and these are the last three down. So please, my collective pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one card, a whisper of love for this Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising sign in this twin flame relationship for September 2019. Please, the peace of your guidance and grace, a whisper of love for this Scorpio in this twin flame relationship. I said, I should turn on your heart light. I think that one just came out in the last reading, or the one before. Let it shine wherever you go. Oh, blessed be Neil Diamond. Turn on your heart light. Ouch. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. That's how you get into the gates of heaven here, right? You turn on your heart light. You're saying, okay, well then let me be loyal. Right, that loyalty card. What is my inner wealth? What is my connection to the divine? What is the love that I am? In the reevaluation of your priorities here, to turn on your heart light, to love yourself. If this Femme Fatale perhaps reignited a pilot light within you, blessed be, right? You got universal healing going on for you here. That's really on your side here. To then breathe that. Breathe into your heart. Put your hands on your heart and say 1,000 times a day or more, it's okay, I love you. It's okay, I love you. It's okay, I love you. Now, you may not shift your emotions immediately. It may not. It may not. Because your heart has been told it has been loved by people who then did some pretty toxic shit. All of us. It's happened to all of us. And if you haven't, blessed be. Nice to meet you, kind of. I haven't met anybody ever, I think, that had that, except for like little bitty bitties, right? Eventually you will convince that child in your heart, because you don't have to feel that love for them. You just need to mean it's like, no, I love you. You've been through so much. I'm so sorry this happened for you. Really, ho'oponopono, not a bad place to start. And a lot of free info, as well as you can, you know, invest in products and stuff, because everything has commodities attached to it today, apparently. And, you know, that's where we are. It's fine. No judgment. Don't care. Purple hair. Don't care. So please, my collective pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, a whisper of true love, a piece of your guidance and grace for this femme fatale that really so conflicted here, so with the intention of the law of karma and the Seven of Pentacles with the rainbow and the naivete with the wholeness. It's a lot. So please, a real declarative, clear piece of guidance and grace, a loud whisper of love for the other in this Scorpio collective twin flame relationship. Romance. Lavish the one you love with your personal attention and affection. So that's where they're coming from. Now look, if this is not a romantic relationship on your part, you might want to have a look at that. Because for them, there is a romantic intention here. Definitely feels past lifey. Maybe, I don't know about past wifey, maybe past ex-wifey, one way or the other. But there is a naivete there. Oh, and the wholeness, I get it. That the naivete about their wholeness is that they feel like they're not whole, that they're incomplete, right? That their intention might be to get somebody. And if you're the one with the money and the wealth, that's probably in the equation. But it's just as easy to marry a rich man as it is a poor man. If you know what movie that's from, you comment in the box below, and I will give you a blessing like none other. Very specific reference. So that romance card, I mean, don't be surprised if there is this real appraisal within them about going for it, about, you know, having it all with you, but that there's some stuff running at a deficit here, perhaps. And their intentions may be karmic. So they have to play that out, but that doesn't mean you have to be a victim here, that you can destroy what they trigger within yourself here. That's really, I would say, the universal healing way of doing it and keeping your serenity. Well, I can't do anything about what they're doing, but what can I do? What can I do? I'm at the gates of heaven or the gates of hell, and any second I must choose. All right. Last card down, my collective pantheon of angels, gods, and masters. Please, a whisper of love, a piece of your guidance and grace, your angelic, godly, masterful guidance and grace for this Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, twin flame relationship for September 2019. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. So, you know, that's an interesting thing here. That the whisper of true love is really saying to demonstrate love, really for you, Scorpio, demonstrate love to yourself. It's like I said, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. But to get that this relationship is happening for you, not to you. That this relationship, this contract is something that's probably gone on for a couple of lifetimes. It's pre-incarnationally agreed. I mean, you read the clauses, you knew what you were getting into before you came down, and we all forget once we're down here. It's how it is. But there's something here of demonstrating love. So demonstrate the love in the way that you feel it for this person, even if it's universal healing love, right? Demonstrate that. You can do that from your Scorpio underworld throne, so to speak. You don't have to do it in their face. There's a lot of hidden going on here anyway, right? Arranging dream rendezvous and stuff like that. If you two are sneaking around. Look, there's money, sex, and power going on here. Very, very Scorpio. And 8th house, along with mysticism, which means there's a mystery here, mystery afoot for sure, but it's other people's resources. Sex, money, and power in particular must be exchanged, right? You can't eat money, right? Sex with another is really sort of more gratifying for the most part than sex by yourself. And power, right? It's a power dynamic here. Though I don't see push and pull, but I do see naivete and disillusionment here. So be careful. Really, really, really over this month, focus on your own healing, on your own self-love, of your own process, of your own path. But when it comes to this person, demonstrate love, perhaps even through kindness, through understanding. Even if you don't know the ins and outs of all that they're going through, you don't need to treat them as another divine being, another soul on the path, because they are. We all are. A really good opportunity for you to be serene and walk with universal healing. Doesn't mean you're going to be serene 24/7 all month long, because at any moment you're at the gates of heaven or the gates of hell on your own disillusionment. is what's going to make the difference. Are you going to be okay with that disillusionment, or are you going to be vengeful destroyer of their potential, of the work that they're doing? You can't really destroy somebody's self-esteem, but boy, you can give it a good kick in the nuts, can't you? Scorpios, just saying. Well, you know, what a powerful read. I really, really wish you the very best and the very blessed. In fact, may the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and twin flame relationships for September 2019 be blessed with all that they need. Both the Scorpio and the twin, may they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to become the best that they can be, to fulfill this contract, to complete this contract under grace and in perfect ways for the well-being of all. That we can all fulfill our role in the divine plan and incarnate love, true love, into this planet in a time when it is most desperately needed. Cool, cool. Thank you so very much. Blessed being my Scorpios. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. My channel is steadily growing. Oh, and if you hit the notification bell, I just learned this, if you hit the notification bell, not only do you get notifications, but apparently it shifts the logarithm too. I don't know if that's true. That's what a millennial told me. And a very, very sweet one who's helping me out, giving me little clues, tips, and hints along my own YouTube reader path. I thank you so much for your time. I wish you the best. Please reach out for readings. I am available. I've got some slots open for next week or so, but I am taking a few days off for my birthday. I'm going to go traveling. I'm going to go to an island, and then I'm going to go to a Brooklyn, a different part of Long Island. But yeah, really excited about this. Going to go east, and then I'm going to go west. So reach out. I can schedule things in advance for you. And really, for my Scorpio brothers and sisters, literally, my brother Matthew is a Scorpio. There may be turbulence there, but I would do anything I could to help him. And so it goes for you as well. All right, my darlings, I wish you the very best and the very blessed. But for now, hail, farewell, and blessed be.